Hi everyone, our group will present about introduction of Malaysia tax system. Our group members are Akmal, Husna, Iman and Aisyah. Definition of taxation. From Oxford Dictionary, contribution levied on person, property or business for the support of government. Law cases. Compulsory exaction of money by a public authority for public purpose enforceable by law. From IRB tax guide is an amount of money which is taken from your earning to help towards some of the cost of service we receive in this country. Objective of taxation: raising public revenue, regulation and control, reduction of inequality in income and wealth, promoting capital formation, political objective, increase in national income.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. So I would like to explain about scope of charge. In section 3 of the Act provide, a tax to be known as income tax shall be charged for each YA upon the income of any person accruing or derived from Malaysia, or it is received in Malaysia from the outside Malaysia. In section 3A, the transaction must be income in nature and such income is accrued or derived from Malaysia. In section 3B, the body transaction must be income in nature and it received in Malaysia from the outside Malaysia. This is how the Malaysia government responded to COVID-19. Households and individuals have received financial aid from the government. IRBM has assumed responsibility of disbursement of this financial aid. There are two types of tax, which is first direct tax, second indirect tax. For direct tax, tax is levied on a person or company income or wealth that is paid directly to a government, LHDN or IRP. For example, income tax. For indirect tax, tax exercised to a person who consumes the goods or service and paid indirectly to a government. The government body who are responsible for indirect tax are MCD, for example, sales tax.
Okay, now I will explain about classes of income on which tax is chargeable. Based on Income Tax 1967 in Section 4, the income upon which tax is chargeable under this Act is the income in respect of first, gains or profits from a business for whatever period of time carried on. Second one is gains or profits from an employment. Third, dividends, interest or discounts. Fourth, rents, royalties or premiums. Fifth, pensions, annuities or other periodical payments not falling under any of the foregoing paragraphs. The last one is gains or profits not falling under any of the foregoing paragraph.
Basically, the basis period divided into two types, which is the first one is basis period for individuals and the second one is basis period for company. So what's the difference between those two? For basis period for individuals, the self-assessment was fully implemented in the year of assessment 2004. With effect from year of assessment 2004, the income source of a person other than a company, trust body, or the cooperative society will be on the calendar year basis. Meanwhile, for basis period company, with effect from year of assessment 2004, only company, trust body, limited liability partnership, which is LLP, and the cooperative society. LLP is also given the same treatment as company. Next, I'll be explaining about the year of assessment. With effect from 1 January 2000, Malaysia moves toward the implementation of current year assessment. This resulted in the assessment of income tax to be concurrent with the derivation of income. To assess the amount of tax, IRAS looks at the income expenses during the financial year. The financial year is known to be as the basic period. The basis year is generally a 12-month period preceding the year of assessment. Okay, I will give one example of both for basis period and year of assessment. Here is provided for the financial year of 31st December and 31st March of each year. So the year assessment of the basis period from the 1st January of 2019 until 31st of December 2020 is on the 2020. Meanwhile, the year assessment of the basis period from the 1st April 2016 until the 31st of March 2017 is on the 2017.
Okay, next about chargeable person. Section 2 of the Act defines person to include: first, a company; second, a body of persons; third, a limited liability partnership; fourth, a corporation soon.